And moving to the Caribbean nation of Cuba, where authorities are awaiting the arrival of 4 Russian warships, including a nuclear-powered submarine. Cuba's Ministry of Foreign Affairs says the vessels will dock in the capital city of Havana between June 12th and the 17th. However, none of the vessels will carry any nuclear weapons. The Cuban government says the stopover of Russian vessels does not represent a threat to the region, and this visit corresponds to the historically friendly relations between the two nations. Now, Cuba has been a key ally of Russia for a very long time. In fact, during the Cold War, Moscow sent nuclear weapons to the island in 1962. The infamous Cuban Missile Crisis resulted in the 13-day confrontation with the United States. Since then, the more than 6-decade relationship has only strengthened after Vladimir Putin met with Cuban president last month. The Russian vessels arriving in Cuba include Russia's powerful nuclear submarine Kazan, frigate Gorshkov, the fleet oil tanker Pashin, and a rescue tug. Now, Moscow has not confirmed the information provided by Cuba, but the announcement comes a day after Washington accused Russia of planning naval exercises in the neighboring Caribbean region, including Cuba and Venezuela. Meanwhile, in a recent interview, Putin also warned that he could, in fact, arm other nations with similar weapons to target the West. This came after President Joe Biden allowed Ukraine to strike inside Russia with American weapons.
In the end, if we see that these countries become involved in a war against us, what they are doing makes them directly involved in a war against the Russian Federation, we reserve the right to act the same way. Overall, it leads to some serious problems.
So, with the unusual proximity of Russian military assets to the United States, Putin isn't attempting to project Russian military power. However, given Moscow's major setbacks in Ukraine, along with its over-reliance on pariah states such as North Korea, that message won't likely get much notice from Washington. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison LaGrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.